Hello and welcome back once again with another important aspects of IELTS. So in today's class we are going to talk about IELTS writing task 2, that is essay writing. Since we discussed structure, basic features of an essay vividly in last video, in today's video I'm going to talk about how to write down an essay. So we discussed earlier that your essay writing and essay type depends upon your question. So the question that I have right now is how to deal with writing an essay. So we have got a question, and that question is all about your government should spend more money on education than on recreation and sports. Do you agree or disagree? So you might have seen two words or the last part of sentence. Do you agree or disagree? It means this is argumentative essay. So how to deal with argumentative essay, we discussed it. Now let's try to write down an essay. We discussed structure as well. Before writing down an essay, you must have ideas about it. And this is called brainstorming. So you need to spend around about 5 minutes while dealing with brainstorming before writing down your answer. And this brainstorming will help you out to decide whether you need to go against the topic or for the topic. So remember, you can see that I have got different points about it. Number one is education benefits and economy in the long term. Education has social benefits. Education has human right. Education is more costly than recreation and sports. Therefore, government should spend more money on education. These are topic sentences. These topics and these points need to be explained vividly by giving different examples. Next is we need to have ideas against the topic, or other side of the topic is why government should spend more money on recreation and sports. So again, we got different ideas for that. Sports and recreations have health benefits. Sports and recreations can promote learning too. Education always receives higher budget and sports are overlooked. Now you would see I'm going to use all these points in my essay writing. One thing more, you might have seen that I have got more points for the topic rather than against the topic. So remember, discussed earlier, this brainstorming helps you out to decide whether you need to go against the topic and for the topic. While writing down essay, the first part is introduction. Your introduction always comprises or paraphrased question. You need to paraphrase the question that is given to you. Next, you need to talk about your thesis statement. It means you need to clearly mention whether you need to go or you are going to talk against the topic or for the topic. After that, you must have one common reason that why you go against the topic or for the topic. So here it is. This is my paraphrased question, if you talk about that. Clear? So see, now question arises how to deal with your paraphrase question. Paraphrase question can be done two ways. Either you need to write it down synonyms for the words that you find it out in the question, or you need to write it down active voice into passive voice or passive voice into active voice. You would see the same thing over here. So in this part, for example, you would see I have, talked about different ideas. And these ideas are, number one, it is argued that this is a passive voice sentence. Government, that is countries, should allocate more funds to education than leisure and competitive exams. So remember, also competitive games. So you might have seen that I have used different words of, that is, a countries allocate rather than spend, and moreover money rather than funds, education, leisure, and competitive exams. So this is how to write it down or to paraphrase a question. Next part is, it is agreed, this is my thesis statement. It is agreed that national budget should prioritize schools and universities over sports and play, as it lays and strengthens the basic pillar of nation. Remember, so I have, agreed with the topic, and furthermore, I have come up with one of the examples, that is why government should spend more money on education, because it strengthens and, makes the basic pillar of a nation. Therefore, government should spend more money on education. Once you're done with the introduction, by the way, then go to the next part, that is called body para. Your body para now must have your question topic sentence. So this is my topic sentence. First of all, investment in education, in its education system, is one of the best ways to improve countries' long economic in long term. If you check it out, I have done this point and wrote it down in my brainstorming part as well. Now, this is my topic sentence. I need to explain it. What happens, by the way, when it comes to your essay writing? Most of the students, they write it down only topic sentence. They never go for explaining it. As a result, they are always penalized for that. So you would see that I'm going to explain the same point rather than talking about another one. How education helps to improve a country's economy in the long term. See, more students entering third level education, that is called university level, the more skilled workforce will be, leading to higher innovation and productivity. This is called supporting details. Again, your every paragraph must have one example. Without example, your essay is powerless. Your essay is not gonna catch readers' attention. So, for example, South Korea and Finland decided to invest a large portion of their budget in education. And this has reaped benefits in the form of high-tech companies such as Samsung and Nokia. Done it? Next, remember we have discussed counterclaim. It's better to talk about every counterclaim in every paragraph. If not, at least one counterclaim must be there in entire paragraph. So this is my counterclaim. I need to talk about other side of the same aspects. Remember that the question is all about that government should spend more money. Not the entire money, by the way. But one thing should be kept in mind, that you're not supposed to overlook at sports. You need to talk about sports as well. So however, people cannot always work hard, and these companies provide leisure facilities for their workers. So this is called body para 1. In body para 2, again, I need to talk about it because this is argumentative essay. I need to talk about 80 to 85% for the topic, and that is 15 to 10% against the topic. Next, you would see I have used the word first of all, phrase, and then next, these are called cohesion. These words are called cohesions. And whenever you have cohesions, cohesion helps you out to achieve coherence. Coherence is a logical sequence in a sentence. If you check out marking criteria, one of the criteria is cohesion and coherence. So you must have coherence in your essay writing as well. So next, education is not just about improving economy. It also has social benefits. Okay, again, I have got, that is no topic sentence. I need supporting details. Okay, so well-educated people tend to be more aware of social evils such as drugs, alcohol, and sexual health. Supporting details provided. Now I need to prove it by giving one example. So for example, Singapore educates all of its citizens on the dangers of drugs, resulting in one of the lowest levels drug abuse in the world. Example done. So topic sentence, supporting details, example. Now I need to talk about counterclaim, other side of the topic. Other side means I need to talk about little bit sports as well. Despite this, remember we got two words. One is however, second, despite this. You can talk about, on the other hand, in contrast, conversely. So these words help you out to talk about, again, that is no other side of the topic. Sports can also teach children valuable soft skills such as teamwork and work ethic, which also help curb social ills. So body para, second, is done again vividly. Last but not the least, I have got conclusion. So conclusion can also, start with different words, like to sum up, to conclude, in conclusion. So in conclusion, education should take precedence over sports when it comes to funding due to the many social economical benefits it brings. It is recommended that government should continue to pump money into schools and universities to realize long-term goals. So you might have seen that I did not talk about any new point in conclusion, and that is done by most of the students. So when it comes conclusion, we never talk about any new point. Rather than we summarize the point that we discussed before. So this is how to write it down an argumentative essay when it comes to your IELTS exams. Keeping in mind, you have to write it down around about 250 words. You can exceed till 270, 280 words as well, but not more than that. I hope you will have understood the topic clearly. If you get any confusion about that, if you come across any question about that, you may ask in the comment box. Thank you. Take a good care. Bye-bye.